Don Coscarelli is, in my opinion, one of the greatest horror directors ever. He directed all 4 Phantasm movies, Bubba Hotep, and John Dies at the End. John Dies at the End is a horror comedy based on the massively popular book series of the same name. The main character Dave is named after the author of the original book, and is also of course the original name of the character in the book. The movie is told all through Dave's flashback as he is telling the story to a reporter called Arnie, who is played by Paul Giamatti. The proper story of the movie starts at a concert that is being performed by Dave's best friend John's band. Dave meets a Jamaican drug dealer who reveals psychic powers. Dave goes home and is woken in the middle of the night when John calls him speaking delusionally and asking him to come over. Dave comes over and finds John with a syringe. He takes John to the hospital, but John refuses. John then talks about a drug he bought from the Jamaican drug dealer known as soy sauce. The drug gives people a non-linear perception of time and the ability to receive alternate dimensions. John and Dave start to drive in their car and Dave ends up accidentally getting pricked by the syringe, which gives him hallucinations. John and Dave are taken into custody by the police. It is revealed that John is the only survivor out of everyone who has taken the drug. Then Dave is told that John has also died. However, John calls him on the phone and helps him escape from the police. Dave is confronted by a man known as Shitload. Shitload kidnaps Dave, John, who never actually died, a guy called Fred, Dave's girlfriend Amy, and Amy's dog Bark Lee. Shitload reveals a secret ghost door in the mall that only Amy can open by taking off her prosthetic arm. After Amy opens the door, Dave, John and Bark Lee go through. They all meet Albert Marconi, a TV psychic who also has powers. He reveals that they are trying to destroy a sentient organic computer known as Korok, the source of all the anomalies. So the rest of the movie is essentially about them trying to destroy Korok, and by the rest of the movie I mean literally the last 15 to 20 minutes. The film just keeps moving along and doesn't really remain focused on anything. The reason for this is that it's based on a book. Lots of stuff happens in the film and it's almost like they tried really hard to cram an entire large book into just simply 90 minutes. It could have been a bit better if it was longer and they actually paced stuff out. But that isn't me saying that it's a bad movie at all. It's a hilarious movie. A lot of the cast are unknown actors with the exception of Paul Giamatti and a few character actors. Paul Giamatti is one of my favourite actors, so it's always great to see him in a movie, even if it's a really bad movie, although he is barely in this movie. The film is made on a small budget, which really does work in the movie's favour. A lot of the effects are cheaply made, but they all work. They create a fun, cheesy atmosphere throughout the movie. None of the effects are bad either, they just look very cartoony, but they fit in with the tone of the movie. The movie is not a serious horror movie whatsoever. For me, it bears a lot of resemblance to Don Coscarelli's previous movie, Bubba Hotep. That film really does not have much horror in it at all. It's a dark comedy with some horror aspects added in here and there. That's not a bad thing at all. The film is incredibly fun, silly, and full of memorable characters. Also, there is a lot of gore, so I guess that's pretty cool if you're into gore. The original reviews were very mixed, with reviews ranging from saying it was a really good movie to the worst movie of 2013. The film is already growing a cult following and there are very good reasons for this. I really enjoyed the movie and I expect I'll enjoy it multiple times in the future. I give John Dies at the End an 8.5 out of 10.